All right, hello wine drinking people. We are back and it's Monday. Is it February 1st? January 31st, baby. 31 days in January. February 1st, we're having dinner with the Duccio Corsini. February 2nd, we're having Dennis Bell here from Lewis Cellars. And then on the 3rd, we've got Anthony Bell. And on the 4th, we're taking down a bunch of vintages of Leoville Las Casas. All right, well, hey, what do we got to sell you today? We have got two great wines from Bordeaux. And I know a lot of people look at Bordeaux and say, man, these wines are so expensive, we can't afford to drink Bordeaux anymore. And you know what? If you want Lafite and Mouton and First Gross and Classified Gross, yeah, these wines have gotten very expensive. But hey, every once in a while, you find a great deal out there. And we've got a Grand Cru Class A wine, one of the great wines of Sauternes, on this offering for under $40 for a full bottle. All right, well, hey, we've also got a great wine from Pomerol. Pomerol is one of the smallest appellations in Bordeaux at under $30 a bottle, closer to $23 and change. Pomerol is a small one-horse town, man. You cannot find, well, the great Pomerol, Chateau Petrus is several $1,000s a bottle, Chateau Lepin, and then the other great properties, like I said, very hard to get. And to find one of the wines located on the plateau, which, you know, Pomerol is right next to Saint-Emilion on the right bank. And the thing that makes Petrus, the greatest wine made in Pomerol, unique is the blue clay soil. It's one of the things that Merlot likes is clay. Instead, Cabernet likes gravel. Just the drainage there and the root systems. And the Merlot being a more fragile grape, the clay really helps to assist maintain the temperature next to the vines. And Petrus is 100% of this type of blue clay that they have in Pomerol. All the outer-lying vineyards around Petrus have got a lot of this blue clay, and the percentage of blue clay really seems to be what's important in Pomerol. The great properties have more of it, Petrus being like 100%. View Chateau Certain, Certain de May, Trotanoy, all these properties that are surrounding Petrus have a mixture of this blue clay and gravel. And then as you get out to the outer layers of the plateau, you have a little bit of this blue clay, gravel, and then sand. So Bourgneuf, maybe not a lot of blue clay here, but you know, for $23, it's a beautiful little example of Pomerol. Pomerol is all about Merlot, and this wine is 85% Merlot and 15% Cabernet Franc. The Cabernet Franc has got lovely tannin, really helps to add some backbone to the Merlot, which doesn't have quite as much tannin as a grape like Cabernet Sauvignon, the other famous grape coming out of Bordeaux. This Bourgneuf is from the 06 vintage, which of course, whenever you have an incredible vintage like 05 coming out of Bordeaux, the next vintage is somewhat overlooked. And 06, a very good vintage, and a vintage that is drinking very nicely right now. This is not a vintage that you have to hold on to for 20 years. But Pomerol is all about this smooth and velvety texture on your tongue. And this Bourgneuf is lovely. Lovely cherry and plum fruit. A little bit of that clay kind of minerality coming out in the nose. And then that lovely plush velvety feeling on your mouth. And really succulent and drinking beautifully right now. $23 and change for a Pomerol. A very good Pomerol. Well, hey, man, there's not too much bad wine made in Pomerol, or in all of Bordeaux for that matter. And the second wine we've got on this offer, one of the great properties from Sauternes, the only thing better than Lafaurie Peyraguey, in my opinion, is Chateau Yquem. And Chateau Yquem for $40 doesn't exist. So we have another wine from the 2006 vintage, maybe not considered a great vintage for Sauternes, but again, a great vintage to drink early. This one got 92 points in the Wine Spectator. You have a lot of that lovely honeyed character you get from the botrytis, peaches, apricot fruit. Really nice freshness on the finish, but again, not a huge wine in size. Drinking beautifully right now. Well, check them out on this offer. Two great values from the 06 vintage in Bordeaux. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.